The US Open 2025 has already been a tournament of surprises, twists, and unforgettable battles. But one of the most shocking and emotional moments came on the night when Amanda Anisimova, the American star once considered a rising prodigy, stunned the world's #1 player Iga Swiatek in a breathtaking quarterfinal clash. With determination, precision, and a point to prove, Anisimova avenged the painful loss she suffered at Wimbledon earlier this summer, where Swiatek had crushed her in the final. This time, on American soil and under the bright lights of New York, Anisimova rewrote the script, defeating the top seed to book her place in the semifinals of the US Open for the very first time in her career. A story of redemption. For Amanda Anisimova, this wasn't just another tennis match. It was personal. At Wimbledon 2025, she had experienced one of the most difficult moments of her career, losing to Swiatek in straight sets in a final that many critics described as humiliating. She had barely been able to showcase her talent on that day, with the Polish champion dominating from start to finish. But rather than let that defeat define her, Anisimova went back to work. She trained relentlessly over the summer, focused on her fitness, and sharpened her mental strength. The US Open, a tournament she had always dreamed of excelling at, became the perfect stage for her comeback. Facing Swiatek again, this time in the quarterfinals, gave her the ultimate chance at redemption. The match, a battle under the lights, Arthur Ashe Stadium, was electric. The crowd, mostly in support of the American, erupted with every winner Anisimova struck. From the very first game, it was clear that this match would be different from their Wimbledon encounter. Anisimova played aggressively, taking the ball early and dictating rallies. She used her powerful forehand to push Swiatek onto the back foot and served with accuracy, hitting her spots when it mattered most. Swiatek, known for her consistency and ability to handle pressure, looked rattled by Anisimova's fearless approach. The first set went to Anisimova 6-4, with the crowd on their feet. The second set was a war, lasting nearly an hour and a half, filled with long rallies, momentum shifts, and breathtaking shot-making. Swiatek fought back, showing why she is the reigning #1, but Anisimova refused to fold. Saving multiple break points and holding her nerve in a dramatic tiebreak, she edged out the second set 7-6 to seal a straight sets victory that left the stadium shaking with excitement. An emotional victory. The moment the final point ended, Anisimova fell to her knees in tears. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. It was a declaration that she belonged among the best, that the dark days of doubt and criticism were behind her, and that her career was entering a new chapter. In her on-court interview, she said, "This match meant everything to me. After Wimbledon, I felt crushed, but I promised myself I would come back stronger. To do this here in New York, in front of this amazing crowd, against the best player in the world, it's just unbelievable." The fans roared in approval, knowing they had just witnessed one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Swiatek's struggles. For Iga Swiatek, the loss was a rare stumble. She has been dominant on the WTA Tour for years, with her relentless consistency and mental toughness setting her apart. But in this match, she looked uncharacteristically out of rhythm. Her serve faltered at crucial moments, and she was unable to neutralize Anisimova's aggressive shot-making. While she fought valiantly and showed flashes of brilliance, the pressure of expectation and Anisimova's inspired play ultimately proved too much. In her press conference afterward, Swiatek acknowledged her opponent's performance. "Amanda played incredible tennis tonight. She deserved the win. For me, it was a tough match, I couldn't find my best level. It hurts, but I'll use this as motivation going forward." The road to the semifinals. Anisimova's journey to the semifinals has been nothing short of remarkable. She entered the tournament as an underdog, seated outside the top 10, but has knocked out big names one after another. Her fearless style and emotional resilience have made her a fan favorite at Flushing Meadows. Now, she moves on to face either Coco Gauff or Aryna Sabalenka in the semifinals, both formidable opponents. But after defeating the world #1, Anisimova will enter that match with sky-high confidence and the belief that anything is possible. The bigger picture. A new era. This victory could mark a turning point not just for Anisimova, but for women's tennis as a whole. For years, the WTA Tour has been dominated by Iga Swiatek, with only a few players managing to challenge her reign. Anisimova's win proves that the gap at the top can be closed, and that a new generation of stars is ready to step up. For American tennis fans, Anisimova's success is especially meaningful. With Coco Gauff already establishing herself as a superstar, Anisimova's resurgence gives the United States another powerful contender in women's tennis. The possibility of an All-American final at the US Open now looms as an exciting scenario. Fans and media reaction. Social media exploded after the match, with thousands of fans celebrating Anisimova's victory. Many praised her for showing resilience after Wimbledon and for proving doubters wrong. Sports analysts called it one of the greatest performances of her career, with some even comparing the atmosphere in the stadium to Serena Williams' legendary matches in New York. Tweets flooded in, with hashtags like #AnisimovasHock, #US Open 2025, and #Swiatek vs Anisimova trending worldwide.